muggy day. Sky's gloomy, air's all wet.
What's wrong, Bunny Luna?
Oh, man. At least let me finish my sentence. Ugh. Ugh. Cold, cold, cold. Oh. All right. I'm famished. We barely had a bite sprinting all the way here from Raguna. Whoa! Pinch me! This is a feast and a half! Hey, Rover. So, we did bring enough money, right? I mean, we kind of rushed out without grabbing anything.
Oh, that? Don't worry. Money's not an issue. Augusta made sure we're covered. All our food and lodging here in Septimont is billed straight to the F-Force Palace. But I think the owner might have overdone it a little.
Indeed. Little Abby going food, and then it rains. Speaking of food, I'm munching on something.
Ha! Better get used to it. You're the champ of the Great Aegon. And you know me. If food's on offer, I'll be a scoffer. Yeah, no leftovers, guaranteed. Free stay, free meal. The Zephyr really knows how to treat guests. Maybe we should, you know, hang around a bit longer.
Adorable Abby.
This smells amazing.
Abby, what do you think Imperator wants me to find? If Cardathia is right, the last clue should be somewhere on the Sanguis Plateaus.
Don't quite understand there, Dad.
We're so close to the finish line, just one step away. But our pace is slowed.
Relax. We're already back in Septimont. What's the rush?
Because, Abby, we have a massive murderous group trying to destroy the world? Or did you forget about that, or were you asleep?
I remember Lupa said there's this weird blight cloud hanging over the Sanguis Plateaus. And when the high tide, or whatever, rolls around, all the gladiators go there to hunt tacit discords. Wait, is the high tide coming up soon? The Aphra's invite did. That reminds me. Aren't we supposed to meet her today?
Oops, I didn't mean to hit my spacebar.
A messenger came this morning. Augusta is dealing with an emergency, so our meeting's postponed. It looks like it'll be a while. An unexpected change. It's throwing everything off course. I don't like the feel of it. And why me for this hunt? If it's about the great Aegon. The messenger said none of the other gladiators were invited.
Who knows? Maybe she just wants to test her strength against you. Typical Septimontian, right?
You think so? I've only met her a few times, but I doubt she acts on such simple impulses. And as the F4, can she really thoughtlessly do whatever she wants?
Guessed from afar, you possess eyes as clear as crystal. But what troubles you so that eyes
Who
once
are
bright
you?
as the highland sky now darken with rolling clouds? A warrior who walks the blade's edge does not falter over trifles. The clouds, if I may guess, are cast from the throne. At the peak of Capitolini Hill, beneath the pale walls of the Ephes Palace, secrets lie buried. And the most intricate among them are those born from the pursuit of power. Even one as honorable as the Epher must learn when to be ruthless. In Septimont, a city forged in iron and blood, anyone who seeks the throne without knowing the cost is no better than a lamb marching to the butcher's knife.
And you are?
I am Nestor, a traveling poet. The rains in Septimont never seem eager to leave this season. So then. If you are curious about the Ethel, then allow me to say that nothing would honor me more than to offer even a modest service to the champion of the great Aegon.
Wait, how do you know he's the champion? And all that stuff about the F4, too. Oh, your eyes. Were we talking too loud?
To see and to hear are but two of the many ways to perceive. Trusting the senses is a habit, a natural expedience, but not the only option. Truth be told, I've been gathering inspiration for my next epic, and its protagonist is none other than Augusta, the Epher of Septimont. That's why I speak of her with some familiarity. I have a feeling your tale with her will soon be written. And knowing more about those who walk alongside you is rarely without its benefits. Augusta, A girl of humble birth, a resonator of modest talent, a commoner without noble patronage. And yet, from the den of wolves that is Septimont City, she rose and eventually claimed her place. Just like the burning sun was once a cloud of dust.
Okay. Dear guest from afar, do follow me. A near forgotten story of Augusta, but simply telling it might be a bit dull. Trying to have in mind. Perhaps having the listener become the protagonist of such story might be a good opportunity. This adds a bit more immersive touch to the sounds and images that you hear and see. At this point, you shall reveal her past and face the same choices she once made. Thus, please forget your name. One is due. Of course, Augusta's story is already written. Voice alters to just be wary of the latest predictions that can lead us and weigh your choices carefully. Well, let's the story begin. Set aside thoughts. Let me sing an epic. A young girl. Gentle, warm light begins to blur your vision. You slowly close your eyes. When it clears, a small rat small girl clutches a sword and is standing amongst the ruins. A group of gnomes with European gladiators and guard. Hey, kid, are you alone? Don't be afraid, know what the dark tide did to your home. We are here to help. Hello, Aiden. Welcome in. Hello, Beef Bandage. Hello, Raiders. I am Flarfy, Goddess of Magic, and a White Fox. I do a variety of content, such as art, usually on Mondays, although this coming Monday I will not be doing art. And I've been doing Halo with Ocean White Wolf, and I usually do Final Fantasy 14 on Friday. Again, usually. Hi. I don't think I can... Let me get you a shout out there, Beef Bandage. How was your stream? I know you were doing VR for the first time. I was lurking. How was your experience? Was it kind of like right in the dead middle of How was your stream? How was your experience doing VR? You wouldn't mind, you know, telling us. What? Okay, now try. Is your audio settings? Oh no! And there's the ads. There's the ads. Okay, all set. Well, welcome back for anyone who's back from the ads, if they're over. With that being followed up, how was your VR? How was your first time? Your back is killing you. Why is your back killing you? Ah, okay. That's why doing exercise and stretches are important. Well, I'm glad it was good for you in the long run. If you have any after stream stuff you gotta do, self-care, water, anything like that, I encourage you to do it. That goes for anybody who came with the raid. If you need to go and take care of yourself, please do so. Self-care is very important and encouraged in this chat. And with most of the streamers I stream with. Ooh, Repo. Repo's really fun. I do miss playing that. Friday, I will be doing some Peak. I go to laundromat and an hour dryer died. Oh no! I'm so sorry. First? Yes, please, go do that. Yes, go, please do that. Alright, everyone, I'm gonna go back into story now. I don't know if I will be streaming, by the way. I don't know if I will be streaming, the tech priest. I don't know if I'll be streaming the mount farms in here in an hour. I'm not sure. We'll see. Like I said, I don't know if I will. But anyways, back to the story, because I am kind of on the... Hey kid, you're alone. Don't be afraid. We know what the dark tide did to your home. We're here to help. Seemingly observe the man in front of you. Slowly observe the man. Probably. Different choices will correspond with your stat value. You must be hungry. Here, this should be enough to keep you from starving for now. Use it for food offered by the guide. Take the food offered. We'll take you to Septimont City. You're not safe here. We know when the next we don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at these ruins won't change anything. Even if you rebuild these walls 1,000 times, they'll never hold against the dark tide. You don't have to. You don't have the strength to stop to bring your sword. Come with us. Let go of your sword. I'm gonna say she's that wasn't quite the right choice. Flutter shakes their head and pats your shoulder. The remainings that remember to maintain the stat balance. In the end, you choose to leave the village. Gladiator, there's word to travel a bitter truth. You lack the strength to protect the home and you're leaving behind. Travel you. Engage with the gladiator. Earlier before you said what to? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No, nothing. Nope. You're totally not gonna bonk me again. And welcome back, Aiden. I'll go with... I feel like she would stay quiet. Ooh, okay, nope, that was wrong. Following the gladiators, you arrived in the city of Septimont by ship. You waved them goodbye after arriving to the central square. Meanwhile, you notice the square crowding with citizens. You show your awe of the city. Quiet. Or ibuprofen, dude. That might be a bit much. I might need us to do this story again, because I think I just fucked up. Posters for the gladiators' icon is pinned down to a wooden board. Air is filled with the heated chatter and about the upcoming match. Gathering the people push forward. Turn towards the crowd. Gathering people push. You must know, Septimont is revered strength. Here, only the victor reigns. That is the law, older than the city itself. You notice passion-filled eyes. Notice the disdain in the eyes of Septimont. They're a kid. I don't think they would. I think it would be eaten or be eaten. Is such as the way of the city. To survive, you'll have to find your bite and see around. You stop to think about your conversation. You realize the gladiators are the very symbol of strength and separate. If there is a way to dominate in the area, maybe you'll find strength. Tear down the poster and walk through the crowd. Quietly leave. Don't know. Don't. You stop to think about your conversation. You realize the gladiators are the very strength, the very symbol of strength. If there is a way to dominate the area, maybe you'll find the strength you're looking for. Blank. Tear down the poster. She just lost her. She knows she does not have the strength right now. I feel like she would give in to her emotions and tear down the poster and walk away from the crowd. But no, Septimont wouldn't just let her walk away. Heart went down, but the as you leave, you notice 3 words that stand out: identity, status, and power. Seems to be the essential part, but there are always those commoners who view the Aegon as a mere boring display of butchery. Hey, but we're hardly entertained by the sight of rats scurrying in the dirt. What we crave is true magnificent and a warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. Okay. Want to have a little bet on how many mangy rats are going to try for the Aegon this year? Them and their wretched be stinking up the place. You are determined to step into the arena. Rules the man. someone to keep death from claiming you on the first day, and perhaps even teach you to see fight. After hitting several dead ends, you eventually come across Catio, Fire Gladiator. Gladiator star that has taken a few. So, you want to join the Aegon? Hey, why don't you start by telling me a little about yourself? You recall and discuss about the gladiators and status and talent. And the people in the city of Septimont seem to value these more than anything. You choose. Speak honestly about your past. Lie about your past. I don't think she would lie. Dark Tide took your home on, and you came to Septimont seeking strength. That's so. Oh, you have gotten some mantle, but that's not going to cut it here. Go home. People like you always show up with nothing but fancy dreams. Dreams only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough idiots like you. Right. What now? You're still here. You think your stubbornness will change my mind? Pathetic. Alrighty then. Let's have a duel. Land one strike and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you how to be a true gladiator. This duel here is your entrance trial. I'm gonna go with accept the duel after Blades meet in a sharp clash. We're defeated quickly. Strengthless. Thus, do you realize how weak you are? Which is why I want to come. Why? You really don't know who you're fighting. Can you really beat and best me? Hey, you can't. Now, how do you plan to end this? Back for round two, are we? Country rats. I'm assuming full battery. Yeah, you could say it's full. Be overcharged, maybe. Country rats, like, sure are persistent. Back. I'm gonna. Just like last time. Just like last time. Go back. This is not your path. Too slow, too weak. Your foolish swinging only brings a smile to your enemies. Faster or my... Is that your best? Oh, how naive. Well, I guess a rat that lives in the dark is never meant for the sun. Check. Still not ready to give up? Why don't you sell your sword? Get some food at least. You stand before God's judgment. You're exhausted and nearly wind swept up and the blades whispered and you're suddenly home. Soft sunlight skated on great oak leaves. Accurate. But in the very next breath, a bone chill engulfed touch you know too well. Thoughts raced across your mind, pain and your hand. You seize your open and land a hit. His hand, his sword. In Septimon's arena, the victor claims the weapon of the defeated and the symbol of conquer. Hello, Rage. You were turned into a cat. Meow. Supplemental arena, the victor claims the weapon of the defeated. This sword is yours. You are determined to bite at the crown, or bite off that crown. Do not fall before you get there. Augusta, was that your name? The moment you step into the arena, you will lose this name. The spectators will brand you a number, a symbol, or even a name of some wild beast. Only the last one standing has a right to it. By then, all will be chanting your name. You'll have to conquer their hearts, win their applause, even without then status of talent. Tell me, will I see that day? Training starts 6 sharp. Right.
Fail enough times, and you might eventually succeed. Should we call it resilience? Or mere stubbornness?
And Aiden, you were transformed into a dog. Arr, arr.
Perhaps. For a girl who has lost everything, there was never a second option. She had no one to trust but herself, and naught but a blade to hold. And yet, as the first stanza of an epic, this is nothing extraordinary. Since the lament, across the scorched lands of Solaris, I've heard this story repeat itself, again and again. Greatness. Yes, our era has certainly seen it. But true greatness is never found on the first page of a story. Courage, glory, and honor. Such immortal virtues have been etched in tablet and stone. They are never forged overnight. Light as a thread, elusive as the wind, they weave themselves into every twist of fate, tangling with every insignificant choice we make.
What's wrong, Abby?
I don't know. It's just unbelievable. The Augusta he's talking about, and the F-word we saw in the arena. No way they're the same person.
A girl far from home, arriving in the city upon Capitolini Hill in pursuit of strength. No title, no status, no wealth. I doubt anyone at the time could have imagined her rising to where she is now. Do you mean Kato? Do you believe Kato handed her that final victory on purpose, and that his scathing words were a test of her resolve?
Maybe he grow long growth tired.
Then Kato must have been an idealist, to place his faith in a girl with nothing to her name. Now, why don't we keep this question in mind and see where the story leads us?
Eh? Oh. Oh, how nice. I see the red dot and it's bugging me. Okay. I'm going to remove the crown for now. Don't worry, I'll put it back on later. I just don't want text to be glitched on the screen. Oh, here we go again. Okay. Oh, my step.
Now!
Oh, wait. I need to reach 100 willpower. What the hell? Dawn breaks with pale. A month has already passed. Those training. Hey, you're right at the training site, repeating the same word has begun to wear your patience. You notice some gladiators are training in moves that you've never seen before. You decide to stay focused and keep on training. He can. You reflect on your training, and it's always you alone facing. Catching yourself up. The day slips by, gladiator. I've done all I can. I've done all I can to prepare you. Now you're on your own. Here, my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through? Your ideals never falter. You love the strength enough to protect others. You met Gakko's Gade. You read your heart's In the meantime, the flicker desires across the room. You recall those words. By then, all will be chanting your name. Yes. You will have to conquer their hearts and win their applause, even without a few tell me, I see. I very much. Where is all the top main commercial that you got? Looks like you and a few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena. Sky is the audience casts their eyes. However, you see laugh. Vision of your heart. A glimpse of laugh. These laughters, they really did. The Tartar alone did not destroy your home. The rot in the highlands like heart. The Tartar a life of indulgence and luxury. The might of a gladiator exists only to serve his desires. A fire well, a village girl with such remarkable fortune and dreams. I can't remember the last time that I had to go. What can prancing around like a circus clown, scrambling for your life so we can all have a good laugh? Or do you think playing innocent will win you favor? I never did. No. Anyone interested in this one? And after all, watching the weak struggle always have fine source of evil. Septimon's strength is fine, but we should judge later who offers herself. He turned to view towards the boys with a heavy step. A well-dressed, old-school noble walked down from the stairs towards him. He smells of rotten stink. It's unlike the smell of rat, as the had put it. The foul odor of power. Think of lunch like this. I engage only in verbal ventures. To stay in the arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them, and you may speak further. You're brave. Trial and field trial. Too fine of a word for something intentional. Go outside the walls of Septimont City lies the wastelands plagued by the dark tide. Your homeland. It is now different. Remember? Turning home. Ferocious lion beast corrupted by the dark tide prowls in the deep within a cave. No common blade can cut its skin. Your first trial is to slay that beast. Yes, the noble, however, decided to strip you of all your equipment, but a dull sword. Dull sword is more than mountain trail winds like a serpent among its charted trees stumps. A dozen of these bleached skeletons like scattered. You expect that you're getting close. I'm pressing horse. Down. You're trying to get yourself killed. Hold your breath. You turn around. Just then, a massive beast roared, walking past. What? Ah! I keep thinking of myself answers, not Gugusta. After the lion left, you apologize to the hunters and thank them for not. Going by those clothing, you're a Septimont gladiator, eh? I used to be like you, lost a big match, got tossed out by the nobles, and ended up like this. We're nothing but playthings. The skill home. Now 30 tools for survival. Septimon's abandons strength. It desperately needs. Video. We'll go after. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt to gain knowledge of your prey, choosing to silently observing the lion. Then after a few days, you manage to grasp an overall behavioral pattern of the lion beast. Thus, you march towards the beast cave. Deep within, the cave's darkness embraces you as you tread softly. Suddenly, a dread freezes your step between the flickering of torch and monstrosity shape appears the lion beast. Fire from another dance as the golden mane, while its claws are like scythes tearing wounds. While you're maintain a distance and swoops. As you expect, your sword fails intervention against the lion. Before you take a breath, the lion thunderous storms at you again. You decide to quickly analyze the environment. Dodge his attack and search just before the lion pounces, slash with all of your strength. But this black face above, crashing down. Can we not throw seeing a chance? He struggles. Your blood-stained hand water. Clear water slowly turns red towards scatter and vanish. You sense the forest is the critters panic and plunge the first time you realize that power and still. There's no time to killed a mad bee. Surely you're aware, girl. Not too long. One by their must consider. For your second trial, bring me one. Yes, proven. Getting the administrative day by day. Right. As your reputation grew, so do others. They do not care who you are. They only want to see when you fall. Look, it's that girl again. I don't think she has many wins if she did. Just look at her, at the size of her. How will she even carry those? As you've grown used to this kind of noise, beating cheers numb your fatigue. Your sword now rests against you. Spare the depressed. One by one, gladiators. And those you've defeated kneel before you, offering their steadily. Even in 7, there is limits to the opponents. Provide a challenge to you. Eventually, you will need to seek. There are limits to the opponents that are provided to you. Eventually, you will need to seek out tougher challengers. You will have Do you have an idea of who is the lordship of the greatest? Wealth, power, those are things foolish or the house finds come with you for the job. Or if you walk away from school, you reject the bribe without a second thought. meal again, serve spits a curse in your face. Say nothing. Ignore, you ignorant. Do you know what this is? And then you think you shall suffer for your arrogance. When the time comes, don't expect any pity, as you won't be getting any. Let it go. There is no point. Then again, I appreciate it if you didn't waste too much of my time. Throw the bag away with humility, following up with but the nobles will be giant, pretty helmet. I have won. I have achieved without wasting time. Do you see? And your gilded lies shattered before you. And the noble unable to deny the crime. You return to your login, counting your trophies. 99 swords. And now only one life left playing. The airplane is specific, but unusually heavy. You're all too familiar with you. You shift your gaze slowly into the after a few more this step. Your sword stops just before the next gladiator. The entire arena falls silent almost immediately, and the crowd erupts into applause. Stab, stab, stab. Kill, 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 kill. Even in front of watching this. Lip. Back at the crowd. The next day, you arrive. The old noble with 100 lives. Really amazing. Bug. There is earned blessings. He never found. I know. Never speak. Hey, people say it. A peak knows in the last wall. Trial. There's fury in blood. You accept their trial and confront the guardian scepter. Okay. Looking at the time, I'm not going to finish this before I have to switch over to 14. So, I'm gonna have to back out from this particular story. Oh, don't tell me I gotta redo this. Am I gonna have to redo this? Oh. That's okay. One moment. Strength brings conquest, but humanity's full gusto. I'll be there for your last trial. I will call your name for all here. Back in your room, you stare blankly at your stacked collections of swords. These trophies, a symbol of strength and conquest. But how will you show them to the world? You once heard a tale of a legendary warrior who always fused their opponent's swords to their own after victory. Now you decide to thread the same path and stand before itself. You wish to demonstrate your strength, and yet you seek to do the proud. Watch the blacksmith rise. In the end, you use your forte to fuse all swords into the day of the final trial has finally arrived. You walk into the arena with your newly forged bronze ornament. Pillars, all eyes on you, everyone eager to witness how a human will rival against strength. Suddenly, a rumbling roar cuts through the noise of the crowd. A noble banner flitters and falls. The colossal shadow swaddling the sunlight around you. It awakens the noble spirit. When it closes slowly, it opens its eyes boldly. Stay focused. Suddenly, with a sudden sweep of her tail and shadow, the stone pillar rolls aside, flying debris. A chill sweeps through your hair. Soon drowned by or a wave of sound and dust rips past your ears. You can taste blood lips. For a second, you barely have time to react before your sword raises to meet. Your call, your turn. Strike. Ah. Oh shit. Ah, what? That was the wrong voice. I managed to... These... For me. Page delivers you. The voice. I almost lost. Holy crap. It is. Why might be the guardian acceptable to conquer the crown for Earth. You see the fire of humanity placed across the O sun and moon, witness this extraordinary feat, witness her epic dedication. As the platform rises, you realize that you are as that I can't say her name. You have gained the game of privilege. You crowned champion without the great Aegon. Nevertheless, you have already conquered countless gladiators with your strength. Under everyone's gaze and glory, you are now bows at your feet. At the summit, at least, you stand at the top of the summit, the champion, the only battle with the fire into your wounds, right? You have shattered. Reshape the rule. You shall wield gladiator valor on the righteous path. You shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall entrust that your homeland's tragedy forever. And yet, should these new rules forged might lose their foundation, will they not fall? A cold whisper, uneasy voice. Well then, no time for must ponder now. From this day forward, your sword, your honor, your 2 lives, I shall serve separately.
Merely the rough shape of a short epic. This is all I can offer about the F4. Now, as a listener, what do you make of my narration?
I still don't know her enough. Like, I get that she... Like, I enjoyed it, but I feel like the point of it was to know more about her, not just enjoy the story.
In this, you are right. Poetry can only offer a glimpse of the true story. The reality of people, events, and things slips beyond the grasp of words. I do not belong in the pages of the epic, so I remain confined to the observer's gaze. I can imagine events and emotions unfold, but I cannot truly recreate them. Here's some advice for you, though I hesitate to call it such. If you want the truth of a story, step into it. Become part of it. The opportunity stands before you now. As I've said, the tale between you and Augusta, the hero of Septimont, is only now turning its next page. It's not difficult to see. Fate flows like the stars, tracing their course. Your destination is written in the steps you take.
Why does this guy make me uneasy?
The rain is passing. I hear it ceasing its symphony upon the earth. It is time for farewells. Before I leave, may I ask you one last question? What is it that has lifted Augusta to the seat of power? What is it that makes a ruler?
Well, I'd say strength. Let's be real. There's no way Augusta could have passed those trials without strength. Rover, what do you think?
Strength and conquest. Her unyieldly resolve, or the born from the hardship of the past. It's definitely a combination of all three, because each one leads into the other. If she didn't have the hardship, she probably would not have had the unyielding resolve to follow through what she wanted to do. And that unyielding resolve, which turned into her strength and conquest, into what we have now. So it's honestly all three, but I think the biggest part that really pushed her forward was her unyielding resolve. Granted, having an unyielding resolve, you would need a reasoning behind it. But that reasoning could not exist, the hardship could not exist, and she still could have been stubborn and unyielding resolve, and still could have came to that path. In either way, standpoint. I think it's the unyielding resolve, because she did not know when to quit. She didn't know when to back down. True, but here's the thing. A hardship of somebody's past does not always result in unyielding resolve, though. Sometimes that can stop somebody. Sometimes that can make someone not feel like they can make through, you know, get to the end, you know? I had, like, speaking from experience, for a long time, there were things I did not do because of past hardship. Because I knew I failed before. Now, I gun for it. So, I think it really boils down to the unyielding resolve, because you can have that without having the hardship of the past. You could be someone who's brought up with no hardships and have an unyielding resolve, a true stubbornness to keep going to what you believe in. Strength and Conquest was the product or the ending result from the other two. So I know it's not the first one. Because if that was the case, any of them could have rise to that point if she didn't exist. Another way I'm looking at the question too, I'm thinking of Final Fantasy IX situation. Like, what if Zidane didn't exist in 9 as an example? Kuja would never have taken Zidane to Terra and abandoned him. Then we also would not have had the Angel of Darkness. Kuja would have been still the Angel of Darkness, going through what he believed was right. And probably would have done things incorrectly, considering Kuja was an immature child in a grown man's body. So, and he never matured. It didn't matter if he matured or not. He still ended up being this character. So that's also where I'm thinking it too. It's just like, if this certain event didn't happen, would this character still have it? And if it's a core part of the character, no, it would probably still happen. So that's where I'm looking at it. I'm gonna say
You needn't rush to answer now. Keep it in mind as you continue your journey. When the final chapter is written, the answer will reveal itself. Farewell, my friend. Our paths crossed by fate and by chance. Soon, after this brief encounter, everything about me will be gone with the wind. But you, your epic continues.
I have a theory, but I'll hold off on my theory. Yeah, I was right. Never mind. That confirmed it right there. That confirmed it.
Your Excellency, you have indulged her too much. As the priestess, Yuno is far too unruly in both action and word. It's a disgrace to her title.
Indeed. She entered the palace unannounced, uninvited, and with no decorum. A blatant affront to the authority of the palace.
Same as always. Senators, all she crossed was a doorway. One too insignificant to carry the weight of our authority, or defend anyone's fragile pride. Let us not forget, it is not the walls of Capitolini Hill that command fear. It is my will, my sword, and our relentless conquest. I know your fear. You fear a priestess's voice drowning yours, and a rebel challenging the Senate's rules. But listen well. Power does not bow to sycophants, cowering behind their traditions. If you seek power, then step from the shadows. Face me, and prove yourself worthy.
It's a big statement. Iona.
Took you long enough, Augusta.
Handling the senators takes time. You know that.
Oh,
Well,
she's not happy.
to keep our esteemed priestess from waiting, maybe next time I'll just leave them to their own devices. I'll make sure they record every detail of your feat and relay it word for word to Grandmother Lilibet. Priestess Iuno, unruly behavior, left Tetragon Temple without permission and trespassed into the Ephor's palace. I wonder, who will lose it first? Lilibet or you?
Let those old foxes report me all they want. If they step into the tetragon left foot first, I'll shoot the left. Right foot first, I'll shoot the right.
Why does this make me think me and my best friend
I'm with you on that
when we
one.
talk?
The Senate should be reminded now and then that the Tetragon's kindness is not a reason to take Priestess Yuno lightly. Why didn't you wait there? I had everything handled. We depart for the hunting ground tonight. If anything changed, you could have reached me by my terminal. You didn't need to come all the way here. I want you free of duty until that day arrives.
You're overthinking it, Augusta. I'm here to see that person. Grandmother Lilibet said his fate is one of unknowable void. Sounds intriguing enough to make time for.
So that's it? Too bad. The ship from Laguna won't dock until tomorrow morning, and we'll be gone by then.
Ugh, what a hassle.
Again,
Patience, you know.
she makes
The
me
warrior
think
has
about me.
accepted the invitation. So, you'll have plenty of time to meet during the hunt. Is there something else you want to say?
I read Grandma Lilibet's book of prophecies. The hunt and our plan, neither end well. Are you sure we should go through with this?
Risk does not trouble me. Peril simply requires greater strength. But really, when did you start caring about the temple's traditions?
O ye faithless of Septimont, the divinity is enraged. Should your ruler defy their will again, doom shall be your fate. Lately, I've been hearing murmurs from the nobles again about the ancient prophecy from Raguna.
I will admit, those words once carried weight. But when our ancestors crossed the waters and climbed these hills, Raguna's divinity didn't get a seat on the ship. And the priestesses all said the prophecy was incomplete. Only the hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides, shall bring eternity to Septimont. Then shall the waters quiet, the tempest still, and glory return with the blood of the old king. Do not forget, this is the other half of the prophecy. Fabius, Attilius, Valeria, one after another, these heroes have saved Septimont from the brink of ruin. As long as a hero stands, no disaster can break this eternal city.
What if this time is different? What if ruin is our fate?
Then I will sever that fate with my blade.
What's so amusing?
So, the fearless priestess Iuno can be frightened after all. But it's fine. If you're afraid, don't push yourself. I can handle this alone.
Yeah, Augusta makes me think of my best friend.
Most revered priestess, wait for me in the temple. I shall return victorious.
Frightened. Me? If anything, it's you, trying to shut me out and face it alone. Fine. Go ahead. You'll come back to me sooner or later.
That I can't deny.
I knew it. So you do need me for this hunt.
Thank you. You know.
Why are you saying this?
The storm is coming. Come, you know my friend. The best way to greet a storm is to walk straight into it.
So give a little bit more detail on that. Why you say that?